There you go.
Well, this
It's
guy's
working for you
good.
guys. Can make. Oh,
This
come on.
guy-
Hold on. Wait.
This is why this guy gets paid the big bucks. 'Cause
Ah.
that was pretty insane.
Can we just get a techies game? Vici, stop being so scared. This is what you sound like. You guys are chicken. You guys are chicken. Come on. God, tiny Snapfire.
Oh,
We'll see if that ends up being PYW on the Snapfire, or if it is Ori and Oracle. Okay.
Okay,
Well,
so
go for it.
I was just gonna say, so it's cool you get to see a Snapfire game,
Mhm.
but this is the kind of thing. I think it's got to the point now where teams have started to figure out what they want to play against the Snapfire and what their answer to it is, right? So,
damn.
Snapfire Void opening, sure.
Yeah, especially when you get that Ags and you hit that level 6 on both those heroes. You know, you get the Ags.
We get the Ags before level 60, so you get the Ags and then you hit level 6.
Yeah, well, you know, when you're farming so well, like I do in my pubs, you get the Ags pre-6. I don't know if is the experience to get, like, with the amount of farm that you need to get Ags, is it even physically possible to get an Ags before you hit 6?
Yeah, because like in your games, you just stay AFK in base and you don't get XP. So you would eventually get the gold to buy Ags before you hit level 6, Ben. That would, yeah.
Okay, yeah, and you know, if this is the, this is a roast. I don't know why I'm here, but I do like the Ags on Snapfire. I think the questionable part in my eyes, in my low grade MMR eyes, is what usually comes after it. I'm not like a huge fan of like the blink boots of travel that follow that up, especially when you're like, I don't know, in this core role, like, yeah, you're blinking and you're moving around the map and like, great, your positioning's okay, but it seems like teams always know how to deal with that and just get right on top of you regardless. Am I wrong here? Like, I could be wrong. I don't know.
I think it's really difficult to itemize on that hero because if you play it mid, like core especially, because what happens is you get these really good level 20 and 25 talents that allow you to right-click people, but it feels really awkward building up to that point. Like, I don't mind Blink, I don't mind Greaves, I think is okay. Like, we sometimes see drums before the Ags as well, which is cool. But I think what chat has to realize is that that spell is effectively a 700 damage nuke.
Yeah.
So it's 400 damage straight away, and then it's 300 over 3 seconds, and it's a 1.5 second stun. So as long as you hit it, it's at least 550 damage, before they can get out of the fire. I personally like this hero as a core. I think it's really cool. It's nice to see people doing something different, because that hero's been in the game a while, right? But people haven't really ever started to itemize properly in that hero, and then it started to appear in pubs a little bit, and people were like, oh, actually, people are memeing with it with the right click build, but actually this Axe is pretty good. So
that's what I want to see, though. That's, the right click build is where it's at. A little Shredder uses attack damage at level 20. All of a sudden, you just start destroying with this hero. Come on. I see Boots of Travel blink, and I'm just like, come on, guys. Level 20 talent. You start picking up some items, do some damage. Forget your mobility. Get out of here with that. Like, give us something to be excited about.
But the thing is, the Axe bridges the gap before you hit those talents, right? Which is cool.
Yeah.
Because then you're actually strong in the early game, and if you can get to that point in the late game where you get the damage, you are strong then as well. So we get our second phase bans. Obviously, they're just banning heroes that I feel like do really well with the Chrono, like Zeus and Phoenix. Obviously, very, very good. This Wind Ranger ban, though, something PYW plays incredibly well, so not surprised to see that banned either. Good catch for the Oracle, which is nice. Interesting that they ban Beastmaster still, even though they have Oracle. So again, it's less about that raw, and more about like the lane pressure that hero offers. The Oracle can't really deal with. So I like the Veno ban as well. I'm a big believer in Veno. I know that hero started to fall off a little bit, but it still feels like against certain heroes in lane, like the Void and things, it just takes over.
We look at this tiny pick, and I'm wondering where it's going to be, because obviously with a team like LGD, where Faith Beyond loves to play the tiny, if we're going to see it on the 2, the 3, maybe even the 4, Mirana getting picked up for Vici, because Snapfire, it could be the 5, but does that Mirana pick basically, it doesn't actually confirm the Snapfire, maybe, because I've seen teams like Phoenix Gaming play the mid Mirana.
Oh no,
7E
'cause you
really
just
loves playing at
do.
mid.
You can do Snapfire 5 Marauder 4 as well, right?
Yeah, you
I
still
mean,
there's a lot of options.
DY's played Snapfire already this tournament. I'm pretty sure from what we've seen of him. Um, so I imagine they're going to pick their 4 here in LGD. They still want to. Oh no, maybe they just want to keep the tiny flex potentially.
Yeah, not
So they
show their
look at.
hand just yet.
But then the problem is with LGD, you know, Faithbjorn's technically the tiny 3 player most of the time. So do you want to pick your 1 here in response to the Void, and then like flex that tiny a little bit longer?
Ooh, okay. So Skywrath, this is something that's gotten a lot of popularity from the Chinese region. We saw it a lot recently in the other event, and I think we've seen it somewhat here. This is a great pick. I've been loving the Night Stalker finding presence in these games, especially when you've got an Oracle on the other side. Night Stalker seems to be the go-to, where you just have that crippling fear. You jump with the blink right on top of the Oracle. He can't get the false promise off, and all of a sudden, your save and your sustain is gone.
This is my problem. If they picked another squishy hero like that, and they do it with the Skywrath, they just pick something of each that finds the backlines. They instantly pick the Night Stalker, and they're like, okay, we're really happy with this. This looks good. LGD, they now have the TV to work with. So
Vici Gaming's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. PSG.LGD's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Vici Gaming's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
yeah, they have a lot of potential to like roam the jungle and things too, right? And they can still flex the Snapfire to last pick overall in the draft on VG, which is really good. They need some hero that like bridges the early game on LGD. They need a hero that can fight relatively early on, but they need team fight as well. So like I'm looking at potentially Mars. I think LGD might be interesting.
Interesting, because that hero, it's surprisingly just been kind of ignored the last 2 games.
But I think you play the tiny mid here, and then
Really?
you look to pick a different offlaner that gives you that team fight that you're missing. Because the only hero mid that offers a decent amount of team fight a lot of the time is Kunkka, and it's been banned out by Vici last phase.
Remaining.
When in doubt, though, Void Spirit still in the pool.
Yeah, Void Spirit seems to be... Void Spirit's kind of turned into... and there's the Mars.
Nice. Okay.
Void Spirit has kind of turned into what DK was for this region for a long time.
Yeah.
And the when in doubt, go for X, you know?
We used to see RNG just auto-pick DK all the time, didn't we?
Yeah.
That was great. What did they go for last time, Vici?
Elder Titan! Wow! So...
Is it ET mid or Snapfire mid? Oh, okay.
ET5. ET3?
Dude, this is really good, though.
They would never go DY Night Stalker, would they? Okay,
no,
Jesus. I was like, come on. Getting a little ahead of myself.
This pick is so good. It's like, okay against the Skywrath Mars in lane. It's not great, but it's okay. It's more damage into the Chronosphere with the Splitter. It's the Aura against the TB as well. My only worry is that they don't have a huge amount of magic damage to amp with the Spirit. I guess Snapfire is okay. But if like this Snapfire just launches the Elder Titan in with the Axe, this guy just gets on top of the ET, just like starts smacking him down with the Natural Order. just reducing his armor to like base
5
to
seconds
nothing.
remaining.
So I think I prefer Vici's lineup, but again, I think it's still close. Like this TV could just start popping off eventually.
I know the TV could start popping off eventually, but I also just think that Old 11, if he gets a good start, can just shut down LGD's game.
Mm-hmm.
And that's scary because you've got two squishy heroes in the Oracle and the Skywrath Mage, where Old 11 just jumps to the backlines with an early blink, gets right on top of Oracle and Skywrath, of course, and then all of a sudden it's just like, see you later.
How well have we seen this Mars Skywrath do though? Like in the past?
The Mars is pretty popular. The Mars Skywrath combo, I think we've seen a little bit. I'm hoping I don't have the I just hope we don't have the display bug where I just can't see where the Mystic Flare goes down.
Oh yeah, I mean I get that in my pubs all the time. It's actually the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, it's very tough. It's kind of frustrating.
You're like, why am I losing all my HP? And you're like, oh, sorry, invisible Mystic Flare, I forgot.
Yeah, and then I think during the Pro Dota Cup there was a Ags and just couldn't see either of them. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah, I guess these heroes just both die. Tip for
so
Shinkyu.
Prepare
Ori
for
starts
battle.
with the Bracer. Interesting. So, I mean, Ori's had a really good laning stage so far, right? I feel like nothing to say. He did okay last game, but he's going to want to be, making sure he doesn't fall too far behind again. Like game 1.
Yeah, last game we saw the Zeus die a couple of times where it just kind of like shut down his game a little bit. Which can be the same thing here with the SAPPHIRE too, if he gets caught out. SAPPHIRE feels like that kind of hero where it's fragile.
Yeah, you look at Dire's side, right, and you look at what Radiant have. All it takes is that when Tiny gets blinked, Tiny +1, they kill everybody on the map. Like one person, I mean. It doesn't matter who they find, they can blow them up instantly.
Ame pressured a little
30
bit.
seconds to battle.
I don't think he needs the tango just yet. He's got enough time to regen with that 2.8 health regen. On the screen, it actually says popular heroes Tiny, Clockwork, Snapfire, Void, Tusk. We're yet to see Clock. We're yet to see Tusk. And I think that Tusk is kind of fallen out of favor. I didn't see it once yesterday. And there was... I haven't seen it once. I don't think I actually saw it once throughout that entire LAN, the 3 days.
Which, can I say, I'm really happy about. I think it was super overrated. Like, that hero's okay, but yes, it has flex value at the start of the draft, so it's like alright and things, but I think there was just better heroes available.
I think if 4 AM was in that event with Yang, they would have picked that Tusk a lot more.
Potentially, yeah. And we have seen it once or twice. We saw it a couple of times in the other days we cast before, right? But yeah, I'm personally not the biggest fan of that hero. It's okay.
I just love when you get to Mike Tyson someone, knock him out from half health.
Or when you get agged and you kick someone away from Underlord's Dark Rift. That's when it really gets fun.
Or have them ruptured. And you just kick them.
True. Did you see that? He tried to spawn the illusion there on TV to try and block the arrow kill onto the range creep, but unfortunately couldn't find it. Couldn't find the angle to block.
Old 11. I'm going to drag the creep wave away. A little bit of a robbery. Can Innocent stop this even? Could throw some harassment out, but that's just about it.
Yeah, it's tough, isn't it? I mean, Nightstock is kind of one of those heroes that even if you do get onto him, like Oracle doesn't offer a huge amount of lane pressure until like that level 3 mark, when he has that huge power spike. But before then, a little bit difficult.
Watched Faith Beyond on this Mars a couple of times, and he's really impressed me with it.
So he's a good Mars player.
He's it's just him offlane in general. Like he seems to enable himself, obviously, but like we talk about offlane a lot, where it seems like you're on the short end of the stick a lot, but he makes the game so much. Like that's his MO, just securing farm, keeping his team in it.
Can I just say, it's really funny watching Morana try and harass a TB in lane. Because this guy has so much armor, he just doesn't care.
Yeah,
Under
2 minutes
tower,
into the game, 12 armor.
I mean, under tower, he has like 50% physical damage resistance. It's crazy.
God, that is a lot of armor. And he's Ame doing a really good job. 11 and 5.
Especially with this Night Stalker messing with the wave before, right? Like you'd expect Arme to do potentially to be doing slightly worse, maybe have missed a wave or something, but pretty much perfect CS so far.
Yeah.
Well, close at least.
Nothing to say. Take some harassment. He's okay.
Oh,
That's,
he's
I
using
think the
these
second
illusions
salve
really
he's
well
popped.
to like block. I'm sorry, I keep looking at bot lane, but he's using these illusions really well to block the arrows onto creeps and like big creeps and stuff in the camp. This is super cool. Top lane.
Yeah, we'll see if they can get this kill on Erica. The sleep.
Faith
Erica
Gun's in
doesn't want to
trouble
come
now.
back in. Yeah, he's on the run. DY looking to get the kill. He pops a fairy fire. Body blocks from Jinku. Keeps Faith Beyond alive.
Do they have a salve? They don't have a salve up in this top lane. Okay, there's a courier coming out, but it only has tangos. So Erica still has to be really careful up here, because you know, considering how much burst potential they have on the Radiator side.
PYW and Innocence just trading back and forth. What is this? Double creep wave pushing over top?
Yeah. Mars very happy right now.
If he can score these last hits, yeah. 1 for 1. 1 for 2. Alright. 2 for 4. 3 for 5. 4 for 6. And 5 for 7. Not bad. Yeah. PYW. Ooh, first blood. Fortune's End. So the right-click war ends up going in the favor of PYW, but then you give over a kill to Ori because he's got a haste and Mortimer's running on 2 feet. DY also drops to Faith Beyond. So a couple of kills there for LGD.
How does Miranda die on that?
Fire Snap Cookie.
Mid lane as well.
Scatterblast, nothing to say, survives. I think he wanted to toss Ori into the air. He still lives. And he'll get his bottle refilled by Innocence as well as a salve.
Oh, dude. This medic TPing to the mid lane. Again,
Tactical.
same for PYW as well.
A little bit of a tactical feed. Fire Snap Cookie.
Arrow.
Arrow hitting, and Fortune's End thrown forward, so nothing to say. Will survive the onslaught, but up towards top lane, Faith Beyond, he gets chased down. Nothing that Shinku can do.
Yeah, when DY hits level 3 on this Elder Titan, his Astral Spirit damage really starts to add up, so makes the most of that. It's nighttime as well, so now down in this bot lane, I mean, Arme's had a really good time, but we'll see if they can put any more pressure onto him now with the 5-minute mark. 2 points in Hunter of the Night, 3 points in Void.
Ame... he's getting closer to the 6. Metamorphosis coming through. PYW making the move over towards bottom. Has an arrow, but would be hard to really put it through. Ooh, arrow!
Oh my
that
god,
one
what an
hits!
arrow.
But
Dude,
nobody
they're gonna
following
dive him
up.
here.
They're
They
gonna
know he
try
has
to.
Nirvana. Like, that's... Oh, he's gone.
Oh, yeah.
Like, this is meta usage as well. This
Look at
is
Ori.
really sad for Arme.
He's down here, too. They get the kill on Ame. They all force bottom. They're gonna try and take this tower, right? Push
They
this
need
in
to
at
keep the
least.
catapult alive. But yeah, it's gonna fall. Oh, that's really sad.
Was that worth a glyph, you think?
Ori, TPing top. Hang on.
Sleep on a Faith Beyond. Spear connects on an Erica over to the tree, but Mortimer's Kiss is coming through. Faith Beyond in trouble. Body blocks from DY trying to corral him in, and they'll do just that. Ori now getting a kill over in the top lane and getting Ame bottom.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I love how Ori plays this Snapfire. Like, as soon as he hits level 6, he looks to make plays on the map. Like, he's not
Avalanche
trying to
toss.
farm.
PYW, Purifying Flames. Get the kill.
This Oracle has so much XP already in the game, actually. Now, we've seen these position 5s today be a little bit far behind on XP, but, I mean, Oracle and Elder type both doing a really good job so far.
Yeah, Skywrath actually behind the Oracle.
Dire's middle tower is
All
under
the support's
attack.
at least level 4 already. Arme just going to have to head back into the jungle now on the TV.
Yeah, Innocence, meanwhile, making a stack. Royal Jelly for Ori. They'll ship that over to Erica as well. And then a Faded Brooch for Ame.
Oh, mid lane.
And they go after the Elder Titan. They've got the Silence, and Fortune's End finishes them off. Fire Snap Cookie hits on Innocence as well as the arrow, getting the follow-up stun.
That's a Void TP. Okay.
Yeah, that's... I mean, maybe they want to use this Chrono, go into the jungle, find Ame. They've got the vision on him already.
I think they thought they were going to find more there, but yeah, with the Night Stalker coming through, like you said, they do have Chronos. So.
Yeah, he doesn't have Sunder either. He's gone 3-3. Now they've got the Silence with the Crippling Fear. Great arrow from PYW. The lead, obviously, there from Old 11, just kind of forcing him into a spot where PYW can put that arrow in the right spot.
And this Night Stalker starting to take over the game a little bit here.
Yeah, Chrono on a 2. They've got Old 11 going to the back lines looking for Shinkyu. They'll TP in 1 on the Mars, but they'll lose the Skywrath Mage. They hit this spear, but do they have the damage? Mortimer's Kiss is coming in. Old 11 able to fly away from the fight. They go after the Tiny, and I don't think he's going to survive. He gets bashed up, killed off. 2 heroes gone on the side of LGD. They also took out Ame earlier in this. Crippling Fear right on top. Innocent, he's looking like the third one to fall. Double kill there. Old 11 ends up dead. Faith Beyond, he'll at least grab that, but this is going really poor for LGD, who will now TP in Shinkyu again. So, concussive shot, as well as the arcane bolt, but it just does not look like they have the damage, so all of a sudden Arena just gets used for the sake of usage there.
But you have to remember at the same time, the Void's not been farming for like the last minute or so, right? So yeah, it's great they're winning fights, but they didn't take the tower, they didn't do any damage to the tower, and the course weren't farming. So, it's okay, but it's not like massively game winning here. And it is about to be the 10-minute mark as well, so Night Stalker going to lose that ability to fight constantly during the night time. Oh, TB's going to be happy with that one.
They're happy they can get that. The other team's going to get that as well.
Dude, he gets a Faded Brooch on the Tiny and Royal Jelly? Hell yeah.
Happiness is a Faded Brooch. Remember the Beatles singing that one. Innocence and Shinkyu under the tower. Erica looking for an opportunity to maybe jump in. He doesn't have Chronosphere, so it is a risk. TP situation is not amazing for LGD, but they do TP out Innocence, and now Shinkyu gets caught by himself. However, they use the arrow, so he just TP's out.
Yeah, they should be able to
not the worst thing in the world. Over mid, Old 11, concussive shot, as well as the arcane bolt again from Shinkyu. Tossed them up into the air with the avalanche, but they just don't get this kill onto the Night Stalker, and they'll pressure the tier 1 mid.
Should be they are going to glyph though. I think they have to bring numbers over here to defend this. Yeah, Ori's coming back over, but it might be a little bit too late.
They're trying to take a tier 1 themselves. Mortimer's Kisses comes out, and I'm going to say he's dead. Innocence, not level 6 yet, so he doesn't have that false promise. They look over at this Skywrath. Silence, Arcane Bolt, and he's looking for a way back in. He's got the Void, he just needs one more quick concussive shot. The arrow! Oh, then not the arrow, the spear. They're both pointed. They get the kill, though, onto the Night Stalker.
That was really greedy from Old 11 to go for that kill when he saw the Mars TPing in.
But you could see his, like, bloodlust as he kind of, like, zigzagged in and out, was looking to... Can I get him? Calculating in his head.
It was the fact he used the Void, Skywrath's on 1 HP, and he's like, hell yeah, I'm going in. I want this kill.
Yeah, that's that tunnel vision.
There is a 3 stack up in this top lane on the big camp, which everybody's completely ignored because it's been like non-stop fighting mid for a while now.
And bottom.
And bottom, yeah.
They're just not going towards top.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Top's the dead lane for both teams. Oh my god.
Although if LGD take this, again, it's just going to open up the jungle. This is what we saw in the first game, where LGD were able to open up the map and really start to shut down and choke out the map on Vici's side. But PYW over mid ends up dead to Ame. He was under that tower in just a touch too far.
Why?
Now Innocence is 6, by the way, so he's got the false promise.
Why was he under the tower? Was it a spear or something from Mars? I didn't see that at all.
I didn't see. I was looking top.
Yeah, Tiny's going to take the top tier 1.
Oh, Faith Beyond.
Oh dear.
And the double damage now picked up for Ori.
He's getting really close to the axe now, only about 1,400 gold away. And when you have a Night Stalker and an ET on your team, this is real scary to play against for LGD.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Can you charge up the sweep as you fly through the air on the Elder
No,
Titan?
but that would be insane. Valve, Ice Frog, make
The
it happen.
timings you'd have to pull off on that would be... You'd have to, like, calculate how long you're going to be in the air.
That's the same. Imagine if you could do it with like tiny toss and everything as well. It'd be so good.
You just throw in rocks from the from the sky
Yeah.
with an
hell yeah.
avalanche. Come on, Ice Frog.
Make
Hit us up.
it happen.
Facebook's bottle right now for nothing to say, and he's looking for a Blink Dagger. He hasn't exactly been farming all too well. Him and Faith Beyond sit behind the 3 cores of Vici. We've had a very fun game so far, but the Mystic Flare right down on the PYW. Jinkyu will get the kill. That combined with the Fortune's End allows them to really put the damage on Mirana.
Yeah, I will say that this TB's really farming his way back into the game. Like, if you look at the TB's net worth comparison to the Voids, this is what I was saying about him making that rotation to mid before. It looks really good for Vici overall in terms of kills and things, but he's falling far behind the TB now. So they have to carry on fighting now with this Chrono to try and like make the most of this like disadvantage. Whenever this Chrono's up, find kills.
Chrono
And they do.
onto the Oracle. They go for Faith Beyond, or splitter down, as well as the Arena slowed up, hit, and killed.
Middle tower is under
Erica
attack.
gets Innocence, Old 11 gets Faith Beyond. A couple of kills there for Vici. Now 12-8. The entire time, though, Ahmed continuing to just farm his way into the Manta, and he's getting
Radiant's
pretty close
middle
on it.
tower is under attack.
It's a couple of big kills, but it's also a tower kill mid. Because Ori with this DD going to start clicking through it with the Void, so... Yeah. I think... This is what we're saying, though. It's not just about the kills, it's about the structural damage. So where they didn't get it before,
Radiant's
they
middle
find it
tower
this time.
has fallen.
Vici playing really well up to this point. It's a question of whether or not they can get through Terrorblade with the amount of farm that he's got.
I think they can with this Axe that comes out on Ori. Because, we've talked about this. This is effectively a 700 damage nuke.
Mm-hmm.
You throw that Night Stalker in, or like you throw the ET in, follow up with a Stomp. I don't know.
To me,
I
it
think all
feels like
takes
it's
is,
almost
like-
Old 11 every single time, right?
Yeah, I think so. He's
Concussive
he's
shot,
struggling a little bit.
and the Fortune's End. They can follow up the route with the Spear, landing the Mystic Flare, and a kill there for LGD. That's the combo that they want to continue to use.
When I say he's in trouble a little bit, what I meant is he's in trouble quite a
Dead
lot.
on his screen already.
Ame?
Sweet. Avoided. Well done by Ame. Oh, DY
Radiant's
turned to
middle
the other
tower is
way.
under attack.
And Fire Snap Cookie
Dire's top tower
away
is
from
under attack.
this TB.
Okay, 2 big moments. Tiny has Blink, Sapphire has Axe. Who's going to find a kill first?
There's nothing to say. I don't know. Spit. Oh, right on him. And the sweep with the Mortimer's
Oh my
Kisses.
God.
And you look at the damage that comes through onto the Tiny, but he gets saved by Innocence with the False Promise. They'll continue to chase. I think they've got the damage to get the kill with Old 11 right on top of him. Nothing to say. He backs up behind the Arena, throws the Avalanche in as well as the Spear. They get the kill here out onto the Night Stalker. Old 11 falls first. Metamorphosis committed by Ame. Uses that Sunder. Goes after Ori, who's on the run. So they initiated on this one. Faith Beyond coming forward. He doesn't have a lot of mana, but he has a Spear available in
Nice
2
shadow.
seconds with the Fortune's End. Do they have the Spear? No. Sweeps there. Rod of Atos out onto the Spaceless Void as well as the Avalanche toss. Arrow followed up. Hits onto the Mars. Now they go forward. DY as well as PYW trying to make something happen with the Earth Splitter coming through. But it's not going to land on anybody on the side of LGD. They continue to move forward, thinking about reinitiating on this one. Gobble up. Spit out onto the Mirana. Moving forward. Doesn't land. But now they've got the vision out on the Faith Beyond. They look over at Jinkyu. He TPs away. And the fight
Radiant's
ends
top
there.
tower
We'll
is
put a
under
bookmark
attack.
in it.
Well, there was a spear that came out from the Mars there that almost completely sniped the Void because he couldn't get the time walk off with the Sky Earth Silence on him. But there was a nice cookie from Ori that just kept the Void just, far enough
Avalanche
away from the
toss.
spear.
DY, he goes down to nothing to say, but Old 11 and Ori make the rotation over. Nothing to say has a haste, so he's just able to retreat off this.
I can't believe only one person died in that fight before.
Yeah. But they've got the silence onto the
Radiant's
Oracle,
turret has been
scatter
destroyed.
blast, and down goes Innocence. That's the control, or not the control, but the silence. That's going to be a big problem for this Oracle. Gobble
Spit.
up,
Yeah.
spit out. A little too late.
Close, though. Very close. AMD making the right
Dire's
read.
middle tower is
You
under
just
attack.
hear the cannon get, or well, the mouth get filled.
I really like how AMD's playing this game, though. Like, he's farming, he's trying to dodge fights, but he's joining the important ones with meta, right? If he doesn't have
Radabatos
meta, he's
avalanche
not
toss
looking
with
to
the
fight.
Mystic Flare on old 11.
That's a nighttime kill as well.
Yeah, big to take.
He dug
him
up
out
a
of the fight.
salve just before he died. Oh no, it's on the floor.
Somebody, if you can, make a highlight reel of all the gobble up and spit outs and just play the music from what's that? Or just the sound from that video. Oh baby, a triple! Where you're just sniping people out of the air with that.
And this eye is just so fun to watch.
Yeah, I mean it's
That's
such a
so good.
long range initiation and long range damage. Like,
He's about to
it's-
hit level 12 as well, so his kiss is really going to start to hurt at this point.
Gobble up, spit
out.
out. Right into the Oracle with the Starstorm and the kisses. They land the arrow. They've got the silence. They have the damage. They'll get the kill.
Oh, could just loses half his HP straight away. Good stuff. Oh, you
Find
spot
the
lane.
Void. Even in the Moonlight Shadow, do they have the damage to get the kill? Ooh, just time walks away.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Did he? I think he must have time walked off the Tiny's original combo. I didn't see what happened, but
Dire's
both his
bottom
spells were on
tower is
cooldown.
under attack.
I feel like if the Tiny's just patient there and waits for the Mars to come through with the Yules, they definitely get the kill, right?
Dragon Scale, Ring. Just Void going for Mask Madness BKB.
Dude, this TB has so much mana regen now with Aquila, Bassi, and Royal Jelly. Doesn't need clarities for the rest of the game. Not with these items.
See, this
Ori
is what I'm
bot
talking
lane.
about. Ori going for a Blink Dagger.
Radiant
It's like,
are
I don't know,
scanning.
man. They got the scan. Fire Snap Cookie already used. Concussive Shot comes in as well as the Avalanche. Mystic Flare. It's not on my screen, but I know it's hitting.
Radiant's top tower
And they
is
get the
under
kill.
attack.
Yeah, big kill as well. 500 gold towards nothing to say.
Who had a very slow start.
He was so close to his blink as well on the Snapfire, so the fact that you can delay that feels really good.
Dire's bottom
Now
tower
they're going to use
is
this
under
meta,
attack.
and this is what I mean. Arme, he
Dire's
doesn't join all the
structures
fights,
are
but he's joining the
fortified.
right fights. He has meta available, instantly starts pushing the tower. And they might be able to try and look towards hitting the tier 2 potentially as well, I think.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
A little bit worried about the chrono.
illusions. They're pinging him out. They want to go.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
And now Night Stalker, he gets caught. They've got the Yules. They'll hit the spear, so now they might be able to retreat off this. Faith Beyond, triple leap from PYW. They'll look to line this up with the arrow as well as the sweep. And Faith Beyond, he'll go down to old 11.
Sometimes you just got to triple leap to find these kills. You know, spit out. Where's it going?
Denying the siege creep. And old 11 just swipes up a bounty as he's going into the axe. Big item here for old 11 when he gets it.
Interesting. Okay. I don't know how much I like that. I guess if they think the game's going to go late, then the axe is going to be really good, but... Surely they might... Like, even a halberd or something, like... I don't know. They definitely need a 4-staff on the die side. That's one thing for sure. Like, against the Skywrath? Or, like, even Glimmer Cape's good. Is anyone... Yeah, ET's going Glimmer. Okay. You always got Arcanes. Wow. When did you ever see an ET with Arcanes?
Now. I guess.
Okay, yeah.
Got him.
True.
Nah, I don't know.
Like, Tranquils is so good at the moment.
Dire's middle tower.
Saw the
is
double
under
like we
tranquils
just-
yesterday. That was fun.
Yeah.
On the
You
bug.
just religiously build Tranquils on supports at the moment because it feels so good.
God, Scotty for this TB. Gobble up, spit
Spell.
out. Where is it landing? Over by
Dire
Faith
are
Beyond.
scanning.
Doesn't hit though. They've got the sentry down. They need to be careful on the side of the Dire. They've got the vision out onto the Faceless Void, so they'll start to back off for a second. But the Radabatos comes in with a BKB pop by Erica. Mystic Flare misses. Fortune's End thrown by Innocence. Over on the side, they've got themselves the Spear, as well as the toss onto the Mirana. They get the kill into PYW, and now they're thinking maybe go for the Chrono. That's exactly what they do, but they don't really have the follow-up damage at the moment. Mortimer's Kiss is coming through onto the Tiny Butt. Arena now down right on top of Erica. The Fire Snap Cookie, that lands onto the Tiny Butt. They've got themselves a Spear, as well as the Fortune's End with Purifying Flames. They get the kill into Erica. They force back the rest of Vici as they take out another in DY. LGD winning yet another fight, now 3k ahead and right by the tier 2 tower.
Yeah, you could see for Erica there, it was really difficult to find that jump and the initiation. Like, the Skywrath and the Oracle just Delta split, so he couldn't chrono both. And then he wants to be able to chrono the Tiny and keep, like, the Oracle away so he can't use the spells to save him in the chrono. But, I mean, Oracle's level 12 now. Like, there's so much cast range available because he maxed out Fate's Edict second.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So he doesn't even have to use the False Promise to keep people alive in chrono. He knows it's, you know, basically only magic damage, so...
23 minutes, they're going for the racks.
Yeah, but why not?
Yeah, they're so farmed at the moment.
Looks like they're going to just chill out because they don't have meta for too long. Which I don't mind too much. I mean, this game's looking really good for them. The only way they throw this game is by taking a really bad high ground push fight. Dude, this TV's so farmed. Look at everybody's net worth in the game, and he's just, like, above and beyond everybody else.
Yeah, he's got a 5k lead on this Snapfire.
Yeah,
the Void really hasn't found much either.
The 5k net worth advantage they had is literally just the TB to the Void. Everybody else is very similar.
Radiant are scanning. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, Vici's movements around the map, they just haven't been able to find these heroes on LGD. I think LGD are moving around the map a lot better at the moment.
Yeah, and at the moment they found every fight has been like in front of an objective as well, which is always nice to see.
Blink Dagger picked up for the Mars, so that'll help him get an arena down, especially in that last fight where it looked like a Blink Dagger would have really benefited him. But he still got the arena down right on top of the Faceless Void, so it was fine from Faith Beyond. Erica really needs to bump up the farm. He's going into the MKB after this Mask of Madness BKB is start. Ags is finished for the Night Stalker. What we haven't really been seeing is Old 11 being able to focus this Oracle in these fights.
Yeah, and there's a blink on Innocence. Like, how are you supposed to find this guy now? It's going to be really hard.
Yeah. They're going to show off this Blink Dagger with the arena if they find the right positioning. He just time walked. That's going to be your objective, potentially. And there's the Blink. Spear could be KB from Erica, but can they turn this around? Avalanche shots comes through into DY. They get the cone to the other time to start off with the Mystic Flare dropped right on top of the Night Stalker. They've got the silence on him, but nothing to say. Might be in a little bit too far. The BKB runs out on Erica. They've got the arrow to follow it up from PYW onto the Tiny. Chronosphere on it too. Do they have the damage? They look to heal up this Tiny Metamorphosis as well as the right clicks on Erica. He needs to be careful. Time walks the other way. They've got the arena down that locks up PYW. They get the kill into Innocence. They've taken out the Oracle. Now they will go over the Skywrath Mage. They'll take out Jinku, but Erica falls to Ame. Ame in the Metamorphosis doing a lot of damage with the arrow being thrown for PYW on a Faith Beyond. Old 11 just skirts with his life, and Ori's now the target of this aggression and anger from LGD. Has nothing to say, as well as Ame focus and kill off the Snapphire. Meanwhile, Old 11, Crippling Fear, looking for Faith Beyond with PYW. They're both pretty low. They need to be careful. They've got a third coming in DY. They find Faith Beyond. God's Rebuke pushes him away. Trying to use that Void to close the gap, but they won't be able to take out this Mars.
I'm surprised they didn't try and head towards the Roche pit after the Ori Snapphire kill. But, you know, especially with the rest of this meta going, right? You know, they knew there was no Chrono or anything, but they're just going to go back, you know, chill out, farm for now. When this TB gets satanic, I actually don't know how he dies. Because it's not even just that, you know, it's the fact that you have the Oracle behind him as well. I'm really struggling to see where the damage output's coming from at the moment on Vici. Like, this Ori Snapphire Axe is really good early on. But now, it feels like they're very much all in on the Void to be able to do damage, but he's had to go second out in BKB, so he doesn't have that MKB for a long time still.
And they even found the backline in that fight too, for Vici, but they just got very split up.
Like, maybe if they can find the ET, a way of getting on top of the TB with the natural order, like getting his armor down to, his base armor down to 0, maybe they can kill him. But even then, it's really difficult. Like, if DY ever tries to go near the Terrorblade, he's probably, you know, should already be dead.
God, Ame. So much form. Getting really close to the Satanic. Already has the Reaver on it, so it won't be too long. And then Metamorphosis up in 38 seconds. Roche is available, so they could go for that. Are the boots of travel with the Blink Dagger worth it for this Snapfire?
I think they don't have a choice at the moment. They can't take these 5 and 5s. They have to just splitting the map up.
Yeah, but is that even going to do it? Like, do you... I don't know.
It's not good, I don't think, but I don't think there's anything else they can build that makes any difference. Like, I think BO3 does more than any other item would, which is weird to say, but... They're just trying to cut waves mid here, like you see the Night Stalker with the Ags.
He's got the Satanic. Continuing to farm, gets another stack. And finds a Quickening Charm. And a Titan
Void's top lane.
Okay. Erica spotted. There's the spear. This time, oh, Mystic Flare is down. I can't see it, but they get the kill there on Erica. PYW trying to leave. Goes into the Moonlight Shadow. DY comes over as well. They'll go for the stomp, but look at nothing to say. He blinks forward. They might be able to get the kill on a DY. He's around. Old 11 goes towards Jinkyu. The silence with the Force Staff away. Ori, Fire Staff, Cookie.
Nice
Down right on
Arena,
top of the Elder Titan as well as the Mirana that got the toss. They get the kill on the DY as well as PYW. They look over at Old 11 who's trying to run away from this fight. They found themselves Ori with the Yules. Now the Yules, God's Rebuke, Avalanche coming in onto the Snapfire with the Purifying Flames as well as the Fortune's End. Ame gets the kill and GG is called by Vici. LGD with the reverse sweep. They continue their streak and they take the series 2-1.
PSG.LGD.
I mean, you have to remember that last fight, most of it was without the Terrorblade. Like,
Yeah.
he was kind of late to that fight, but it just doesn't matter. There's already 3 heroes dead. I don't know. This Vici lineup, it looked like it could have been really cool. And they found some really good early fights, but they never transitioned those kills into like map control and to like pressuring. It was really hard for them to hit buildings afterwards. Like, look at their lineup. They have Void, Snapfire, Night Stalker cores. You know, how do they ever hit buildings?
Yeah.
So these early kills, they were great, but if you can't kill the TB towers and get into his jungle to stop him from just farming away, then yeah. I also think that Void TP mid really early was like set his game back massively.
Yeah, they won the
He
team
misses out on
fight,
like 1,000 gold worth
Yeah.
of like net worth from just free farming in that duration.
and he never caught up. Like TB's got a 700 GPM. Erica's got 406.